As pastors and ministry leaders, we get invited to a ton of conferences all across the country every year. And my personal experience is that the majority of those conferences are often hosted by, tailored for leaders of large church context. And as a small church pastor, there's been times I've walked away from those. Though the teaching was great, though the instruction, the resources, the tools were wonderful, I just walked away feeling as if the content didn't necessarily fit my ministry context in the small church. Maybe you felt that way as well. My name's Craig Smith, and I have the great privilege of pastoring a wonderful small church in the Vail Valley of Colorado. For those of us who have served in church ministry for a number of years, we know that the small church makes up the overwhelming majority of the church landscape in America. And my experience here as the pastor at the Vail Church has shown me that to effectively lead the small church, it's no small task. That's why I want to introduce you to Recalibrate, a conference that is uniquely tailored and fit and customized for leadership in the small church. What I love about the Recalibrate conference is that much like our small church ministry context, our smallness drives our uniqueness, and that becomes our strength. And so you'll have an opportunity to be in a small, intimate, relational environment where you can rub shoulders with other leaders, pastors who serve in the small church ministry context. Additionally, you will be able to share best practices. And so there are things that you do well that others don't, and vice versa. And so in a collaborative setting at this conference, you will be sharing those, learning from one another. It'll be a tremendous time of growth, encouragement, as we reflect on how God is using the small church to make a great impact. Not only that, but we are going to hear from gifted communicators and teachers around how to help us navigate the common tensions that we face as leaders in the small church. And the best part of all of it, you get 3 days in one of the most beautiful places on the planet, the Vail Valley in Colorado. In an effort to want to be a blessing and a resource and an encouragement to those who serve in the small church context, last year we hosted our very first Recalibrate conference right here in the Vail Valley. We had over 100 pastors and ministry leaders come from across 6 states, and it was a fantastic time together. So much so that the overwhelming response was, please do this again. And so with great excitement, great anticipation, I want to personally invite you to Recalibrate 2015. It's going to be hosted right here in the Vail Church, September 15th through the 17th. And all the information that you need related to the conference, the schedule, the fees, the topics, the speakers, you can find that at recalibratechurch.com. Check it out, and I hope to see you there.